I believe we're going to be seeing the red-green Saga deck versus Dredge. Oh, sorry, not versus Dredge, versus Amulet. So, two very different decks that we saw from last time. So let's go ahead and they are shuffling up right now. Now, in your personal experience, who do you think is favored in this versus Gruul Saga and then Slamulet?
So looking at this list from Rob with Gruul Saga, it looks more like a mid-range value deck, and typically those decks struggle mightily against any type of amulet deck, or really just Titan in general.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be an uphill battle for Rob. Not going to put it past him. He can definitely still win, but he's definitely going to be on the back foot this round.
If there's anybody that can win with a red pile, it is Rob. Now I am going to go talk to them real quick and see if they can put their companion app on, because I do not want to use my freaking phone.
Oh God, it's Josh. You know it, baby. You know it. Go Birds. Go Jalen, I guess. Jalen's my guy. How you doing, friend? Yep. If I had to guess, and that is a sick playmat by for Grant. This is hard to pick, but I'm rooting for Rob. Turn up. Look, I think we're all rooting for the fun mid-range Rob Terry deck, but he's in for a tough one. I mean, the Tarmogoyf looks very, very poor, really in general in Modern right now, but it looks very, very poor in the face of a Primeval Titan. So we'll have to see. Also, it's worth mentioning that Grant is very experienced with Amulet. A lot of times, Amulet players they don't make the right plays. They don't play as optimally as possible. And not to say Grant's a perfect player. I don't think anyone is, but Grant more often than not will find the optimal line to assign lethal. So
I noticed that I put the life total right where the glare is. Whoops.
You had one job.
I did have one. Okay, to be fair, I handed them the phone. Look, we have a better setup than we normally do.
This is true.
But we still have me. So,
yeah, I can only do so much.
Yeah.
So for those of you watching from home or wherever you're at, how's your day going? We're about to approach round 2 here at the Gear Gaming RCQ in Hoover, Alabama. And just want to see how we're doing. How's life going? How's your Sunday? How's your fantasy team doing, if that's your thing?
It's doing awful. That's what's I'm almost positive, by the way.
Almost positive?
Because I picked the freaking Commanders to win. I picked their defense, and they got -5 points from me. Because the Bears apparently decided that they want to win this year. And not win the whole thing, just win a game. So, all right, sorry about that. Sorry, I went on a rant. Okay, Rob starts off with a Ragavan going with Mishra's Bauble. Don't know what he saw off there, but we are going to go ahead and draw off that.
Well, you got to think in this matchup on the play, that's about as good as you can get. Unless Grant has a turn 1 Arboreal Grazer.
I will say Rob is famous in our parts of the South for playing mono red
stuff.
I will say stuff. If you are playing against Rob, he's most likely playing mono red. Honestly, he's probably one of the best mono red players out there. Let's see what he does on here. So he did play turn 1. Expedition map. He played turn 1 expedition map, so the Ragavan is good to pop off. Rob is fetching, most likely just getting a mountain.
It is worth mentioning that Rob, even though they're playing a red X value deck, they aren't playing Blood Moon main board. Typically, that's what you see in these little red, mono red shells, red splash shells. Yeah. They run that. None of that today. So turn 1 Ragavan doesn't seem like it can curve into any 3-drop.
Surprised he got the green source on here, though. Let's see what he actually gets off this. What would be perfect here? Probably maybe he does have Tarmogoyf in his deck. He does have the Questing Druid. He has Rendon 6 that he could be running through all this. But let's see what he does here. Oh, okay, so we just noticed that he fetched a forest off of an Arid Mesa, so womp womp.
That is a illegal game action.
Yep, all right, go get him.
Yep, we have to. I'm going to call the cops.
Yep, call the cops.
Call the cops. If you're in the people in the chat, call cops, send them to Gear Gaming Hoover.
Yep.
Let them know that Rob committed a GRV, and we will not have that.
Yep.
All right, so it looks like a Gruul turf got milled off the top or exiled off the top with
Off
Ragavan.
top, it's getting the treasure token right there.
Interestingly enough, it would have been kind of cute if a Dryad got milled off the top.
Yeah, that would have been. All right, and it is the Ren 6 showing off there. So he's going ahead and plus up.
Now, interesting enough, if Rob Terry does draw the one of Beseiju, Grant could be in a world of hurt.
Yep, looks like I got a text message again. No, nobody has the companion app on their
No,
phone.
no,
I've had to keep giving I can't text while doing this. It's hurting me.
It's hurting.
Nah, I'm not that. I'm not that addicted.
Anyone. Mono red is terrible. Rob, hold my beer. Hey, look, any terrible deck can be good if you work hard enough at it. I've played Death and Taxes for a better part of 5 years now, through the good and the ugly. So
now it looks like that Grant has also kept a weird hand because he doesn't have Amulet on the field. He just has Expedition Map, and he started off with Urza Saga into Sunhome.
Yep.
So
if I had to guess, this would be a hand where Grant has one bounce land, and they're hoping to get an Amulet off the Urza Saga.
Yeah, they're hoping to get an Amulet off here because what we can do is at the end of turn, Expedition Map, he'll get whatever he wants. He can float one to get an Amulet, then do 3 mana, play Azusa, go 2/4. No, that only gets you to 5.
Looks like we have an Amulet. We have a Grant backer in the chat.
Boo! I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This is a Rob Terry fan club right now. I agree. Still loose to infect. Look.
Exile's the One Ring off the top.
That is sweet.
That is spicy.
Do it.
I
know you want to.
I think you're required to.
I think you're required by
He's
law.
doing it.
Yes.
He's doing it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh goodness. All right. So he sells 1 treasure on there. Did you know that the One Ring is kind of like Prowess, where you don't actually have to announce the trigger until it's relevant?
That's true.
It's true.
You know, some people drink coffee in the morning, some people drink chai, some people drink tea, and some people just play a One Ring in the morning off their opponent's deck. That's how that's their Folgers and their cup.
All right. Usually during these, my throat starts getting sore, so I've got to drink something bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly. I've been drinking the Ice Pop Prime.
Is Prime the one that's backed by Logan Paul?
Yes, the chattiest Thad that ever tatted.
Are you chatting?
I'm trying.
I'm Coke Zero. I'm just a beta.
Coke Zero, yeah, you're just a Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah. The One Ring isn't called the Fun Ring, for God. All right, so let's see what his plan is. All right, so he did pop that. We actually did miss the Expedition Map, what he got with that, because I'm bad. And
looks like they did it with the trigger, sacrifice trigger on the stack. Actually, yep. What did they? Can't really tell because of the glare.
Yeah, sorry about.
If I had to imagine that's an amulet that they
tried hard to get rid of it. You know, maybe next time that we do this, maybe we could see if we could set the tables the other way, because
possibly.
I don't know
the way the lighting is.
Yeah. So I think the other table was really well. This one, like you can see that it's kind of like in the middle where the. You know, it happened. Oh, he had the second aim.
Second one, their turn, they might go super dummy. Is that a green source?
Vestige?
That is a green source.
So it's going to untap twice, make 3 mana. So if this
That's type mana, I believe.
That's 3.
Because that's 1, 2, 3.
Doesn't have an extra land yet, but if we have that's 4, 5? Okay, he's One Ring.
Oh, it's just...
Okay. They're wrong.
One ring.
Sorry.
Or as Joe Chaney calls it, the fun ring.
Yeah. So 1 ring trigger. All right, so we each have rings. We got some really nice rings in here. It's a really nice team, though.
Yep.
All right.
So it looks like Rob Terry's going to do the old draw, or not, maybe not even draw, just uptick with Ren and 6 and move on.
So it looks like the life total is 15 to 16 on here. It looks like the phone got moved just a little bit.
Yep.
Just know the thing shining is the amulets. It's just the most important thing on the field right now. You don't need to see it.
All right, so we have an Urza Saga on Rob's part.
Yeah. All right, so Urza Saga here. I don't see what is in Rob's hand right now.
This is a very critical point where Rob needs to find a way to get a threat in play. Obviously, no threat's going to look good in the face of a Primeval Titan.
No,
but
not at all.
you got to put something in play because right now, a Ragavan against a deck that you really can't cast anything, and you've got to put a clock in play.
Yeah, looks like One Ring is drawing 2 cards now. This card is fair and balanced and definitely won't be banned.
I like the aggressive use of the One Ring. Finding a Beseiju here can really just put this game on ice.
For sure.
So,
for sure. I feel like Grant feels like they're in a really good position now because with the double amulet. Because I feel like Red Green I looking at his list, I don't think he really has a good answer to a Amulet Titan. Or sorry, a Primeval Titan. He has the most he can deal is an Unholy Heat, and all he has is land and artifact in the yard.
Yep.
So Grant's bling is blinding me. Yeah, Grant's bling is too strong.
My eyes!
My eyes! My leg!
My leg!
My leg.
I tell you what, I think that fish's name is Fred or
His
something.
name's Fred.
That man was going through it in Bikini Bottom, let me tell you.
Alright, so here we go. Alright, he didn't even do anything with his one ring. Didn't even draw a card or anything. I guess you don't really want
That
to
is
draw
a bad sign if you're Rob Terry, because that
Yeah.
just means they just needed a turn.
2, 4. So 2 green, 2 blue in the pool. Bouncing that. Uh-oh. Did we lose camera? Oh, there we go. Alright, the camera couldn't handle the power of Primeval Titan for a second.
Primeval Titan it's just too strong, doing too much.
Yeah, it literally lowered the frame rate.
I believe we are going to, much like akin to Drew last round, we are going to see Rob Terry draw a card, and we're going to move on.
I think this is the end right here, because what's going to happen is we're getting Teleria West. I was assuming that we were going to go for the.
Looks like we're going to go for another Titan.
I was assuming we were going to go for the Boros Garrison play, because you would go Boros Garrison, give it haste, and then you would just go fetch us a Vesuva.
What's going to happen is
he's doing both.
We're probably going to get a Dryad,
They're
actually.
Both. Yep.
Oh no, we're just going to get another Titan. See, chat, this just shows me how much I know about this deck.
Grant is a cool person.
Grant is a cool person. One of my favorites.
Grant's one of the streamers on this channel. We actually haven't meant to like feature the streamers on the channel, but it just happened that on the first one we saw Drew, and then on the second one Anthony was the feature match in table 1, so we decided to go to table 2 to keep it more interesting, which Grant just happened to be there.
Okay.
So we're going to try to show as many decks as possible. And we feel like Amulet versus Gruul Saga is a matchup you don't see often.
You won't see that very often. And right now, if you were to go into that feature match area, you would hear the Mario Star music going off right now. Because right now, this game is...
You'd be hearing the Guts theme if you're Rob Terry, you know?
Yeah. This game is... It's about... You can hear the fat lady singing at this point.
All right.
But, it's good for content.
Rob is determined. All right, so if Rob manages to have 3 Unholy Heats in their hand,
chat, I would like for you to think of the flavor of this. Imagine this is an actual battlefield. All right, you have 2 Primeval Titans attacking, and you have a monkey on your side.
And that's wearing a ring.
Who do you think wins? Who do you think wins?
The monkey stole the ring. That's the best part about
it. That's true. It is a pilferer.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Should we just walk in there and be like, Grant?
Yeah, I'm about to knock on the door and be like, Grant,
this is
over.
I did not mark it as a mature stream. You can't be doing
we
this.
We did not put the TV MA.
Yeah.
This is basically becoming a Sarah McLachlan special at this point. We need to move on.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Rob Terry has come to the conclusion of us, the viewers, and you at home that we came to about 5 minutes ago.
Yep.
So let's look at the sideboard for both players.
So I'll go ahead and read off Rob Terry. So we have... we should mention that Rob is showing a Gigantha on here. But Rob has 3 Shattering Sprees, 3 EEs, 2 Haywire Mites, 2 Alpine Moon, 1 Brittle Effigy. We'll have to look up that one later. Pithing Needle, Soul Guide Lantern, and a Besiju. So, in my personal experience, or my personal opinion, I think what we bring in here is we need to take out we need to
take out everything.
Take out everything, yeah. Probably bring in Haywire Mites and the Shattering Sprees to hit the Amulets, and Haywire Mite does hit the Ensnaring Bridge, or not the Ensnaring Bridge, the Urza Saga. You could Pithing Needle's not that good. All right, Brittle Effigy, by the way, if you did not know what it does, is a 1 mana artifact from 1 mana artifact.
Core set 11.
Yep. From core set 11, that is 4 tap, exile, Brittle Effigy, exile target creature. So it is a removal spell that hits Titan. This might actually be relevant. Wow.
It might be relevant. The problem is it's 4 mana, and it's just, in a deck like this, you want to curve out a lot.
Yeah.
It's just going to be so tough. On Grant's side, in their sideboard, they have 4 Dismember, 1 Dragon Lord Dramoka, 2 Hydroid Krasis, 1 Radiant Fountain, 2 Terra Sunder, and a bunch of fun-us. We have Endurance, Engineer Explosives, Boseiju that endures, Cavern of Souls, and Force of Vigor. For Grant's side, it really just depends on how proactive they believe they need to be. And if I had to assume, if I was on Grant's side, it may not even matter because your deck is just so. No, I'm just saying in terms of the inevitability of your deck.
Yeah.
So if Rob were to play an Alpine Moon or a Blood Moon, they may not even care to sideboard in the Force of Vigor. They just might try to fight through it.
Yeah.
But I could see them bringing in a one of Force of Vigor. I could see them bringing in Engineer Explosives.
Yeah.
That seems like it's just really good because you can also get that bot from Transmuting for it with
Yep,
Slayer
you can.
West.
Mm-hmm.
And if they just want to play like a mid-range value game, Hydroid Krasis is just one of the best cards against that because you just play a huge jellyfish,
Play a huge thing.
draw cards, and they just have a bunch of bolts. So
his removal is just bolts and stuff like that.
Am I gonna interrupt if I say anything?
No, you're good. Hang on. That was the judge just coming in.
Shout out to Tim from Birmingham, Alabama.
Being the great.
Dan.
You almost got there.
Hey, it's another 3-letter name.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim. I'm gonna call him Tim from now on. Shout out to Dan from Birmingham, Alabama.
Doing a great job judging and whatnot. We haven't actually seen a judge call yet, but we actually
First time I met the guy.
Yeah. The funny thing about our judge calls is, well,
we have a piece of paper.
We have a piece of paper that if we do get a judge call, it basically just says judge because they're actually in a separate room. They're in a separate room. I wrote judge, help, and then Ayudar.
Ayudar.
Yeah, add some flair to it.
Oinkster the Pig seems to be a big Dragon Lord Dromoka fan.
We do
Fun
love
fact, I
Dragon
opened up
Lord.
Dromoka at the pre-release at the old Crimson Castle in Tuscaloosa, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I won that one. I can't remember. Gear Opalika greater than. I think you could just delete gear from that phrase, and it would probably still be true.
Yeah.
Opalika is one of the nicest cities I've ever been to.
Yeah,
and
it's
if you
just
were
a shame that it's right next to that other
it's next to
city.
that other cow college.
Proud
Well-
to be in a trailer park.
Yep. But no, in all seriousness, if any of you are in the Alabama area and you find yourself in Lee County, head over to Gear Gaming Opelika. They're the sister/brother of Gear Gaming Hoover, and they have great people. They have great staff.
And you can drink there.
And you can drink there. That's right. It is a LGS/bar.
They will never sell Pokemon cards, but let me tell you, it won't matter. It will not matter on there.
And like I mentioned, I'd like to take this moment while they're resolving mulligans to really thank Gear Gaming for allowing us to use their space to stream today. Stream for all of you guys. And like I said, if you happen to be in the Hoover, Birmingham area, come on down here. They have great cards, great selection. And if you don't, they also have a TCG player account, so you can also help them out there.
So Rob has started off with a Copperline Gorge into a, I can't say words, Pyrite Spellbomb. There we go.
Yep.
So then we go Teleria West Pass on here. I didn't see mulligans, but it was pretty fast, so I think they are on both 7s here. Now I'm trying to see if there's anything that makes you can't play Gigantha in his sideboard, and I believe he's fine.
Yep, because everything's either colorless or just one mana.
Yep, just checking that. That's why you. Yeah. All right, so he fetched shocked here. Are we gonna see a dash Ragavan?
Probably,
maybe a
if I had to
Renin
guess,
6?
a Renin 6.
All right, let's.
I feel like you would go turn 1 Ragavan because there's no optimal removal target for the Spellbomb.
Yeah, let's see it. We got the Tarmogoyf.
It's a Tamragif, an O2, a Tarma Squire.
It's a 1/2 right now.
It's a Tarma Squire.
Yeah, it's a really good card. Yeah, you hear that? If you go to Gear and Opelika, you say "Go Eagles." They'll buy you a beer. Jalen Hurts is the only reason I've been winning. I won my one game.
I'm glad Jalen Hurts is doing good. When I was a student,
Same.
a student at undergrad Alabama, people just did not like him.
Yeah.
Then he went to Oklahoma, went to Lincoln Riley, and just went God mode. So, or Tequila if you're Josh.
Ooh,
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm still feeling the effects of my last visit from Opelika.
Drunk.
Last time I was there, the blonde guy, not gonna name names, but they were literally just feeding me tequila, and I don't remember where I was, but I was folding the dishes, if you know what I mean.
Can we take a second to appreciate Grant's playmat too? Because here, Southern Magic, we're all about the Southern things, and this mat is freaking amazing because it's based off of Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the mat more thoroughly, I might get them to show it later, but it basically shows different combos that you play in EDH, but as a Waffle House mat. I really enjoy that.
Looks like they moved to discard because the Gruul Turf discard a Terra Sunder.
That's
They're still on curve. I mean,
You know, that's actually very interesting, too, because Grant didn't discard a land there, which means it grew the Tarmogoyf.
That is true.
So Tarmogoyf is a 2/3 now. So now it's better than Squire.
That's right. It's a Tarmo Troll. I don't know what you call that. 2/3.
I can't think of a 2/3 creature right now. Okay, give me a second.
All right, so it looks like we're going to go ahead and we're going to cycle off this Pyrite Spellbomb to grow the Tarmogoyf.
Wow,
now it's a 3/4.
Not even dealing.
We're going aggro Goyf now.
Aggro. Let's go.
Which, hey, that's the key of this matchup. You gotta kick them while they're down.
I see a 17 all here. Then we're gonna follow it up with the Questing Druid. I believe we're casting it as a creature as well.
Not sending
Wild
it,
World.
Not sending it on an adventure. And for those of you who are unaware about Questing Druid,
This card has actually seen a lot of legacy play.
it is.
It's the instant speed Ren's Resolve. So really, it's been seen play good. All right, so we have an Azusa on the field for Grant. So now we're gonna see why Terra Sunder with this card. I see a Valakut and a Teleria West. Then a pass here. I believe Urza Saga is on 1. No, yeah, it's on 1.
And this seems like we're about to hit the freeze point in this game. And for those of the audience, when I say the freeze point, I mean Grant's deck is about to hit the point of no return for Rob. It's about to, if their hand is anything like I think it is, they're probably going to have an insurmountable amount of threats. So Rob needs to find a way, either Alpine Moon, Blood Moon, something. Has to go ahead and take advantage of this board state, or this game will be over very quickly.
Joe, that's so disrespectful, but I agree. You are right. I hate that. Tarmogoyf would be an uncommon if it was printed nowadays. So
I was literally in the regular players room just watching them play, and there was just one guy playing MH2 Trade Binder.
Yeah.
Like that's what their deck was, and they were winning. So.
Yeah. That's really what you can do. You can just play MH Tribal. Like, just play only MH cards, and you could probably... I mean, that's basically what the 5-color deck is, so...
See, real ones remember when Tarmogoyf was a $200 card.
I remember... I never paid for a Tarmogoyf, but I remember trading for all that.
If you had a foil Future Sight Tarmogoyf, you could buy a house.
I'm a boomer gen player. I'm sorry to hear that. Have you taken your freaking like arthritis medicine today?
Hey, yeah. Have you applied your ointment?
Yeah. Have you? Oh gosh, we're mean, but. I retired from Mod shortly after. Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. They definitely washed a lot of players out. Okay, so we flame slashed Nazusa. That's a start.
That is a start.
Otherwise, Grant was about to. It was going to be nasty. Now.
That also brings the Questing Druid here too. That adds a creature into the mix. So I believe Tarmogoyf is a 5/6.
And Tarmogoyf now. Yep.
Because so we were coming in for 7, I believe. He can actually.
It's probably a little bit more than that because flame slash is a sorcery. So. That's a lot of damage.
I believe, yeah, that's 7. So actually, I don't want to say anything yet, but I think Rob can swing for lethal next turn.
Rob can swing for lethal.
Because enchantment hits the yard off that makes it. He's making a no. He's tapping for something. So he's besieging his Urza's side. That is a good play.
That is a good play. I don't know. Was that had 1 or 2 counters on it? Looked like it only had 1. It could. I'm almost inclined to hit the Gruul turf. Because that's the only way that they can make Titan mana. So now they can still cast Titan.
Yeah, they can make Titan this turn still if they have an untapped land. So they have 3, 4, 5. So if they have an untapped land here, they can cast Titan. But I don't know what Titan really does. It will slow them down. But Rob, with Urza's Saga, let's see the things that Rob can hit with that. We have a Shadow Spear. We have a Soul Guide Lantern.
We're going to see a Brittle Effigy.
We could actually see Brittle Effigy. Oh my gosh.
That might actually be the one.
Oh my gosh. Get ready to clip it in chat.
You guys,
this will be the first time Brutal Effigies won a game since 2012.
I hope you cited in, and I hope you guys are ready to see.
We're about to hear what did you say what is it, the Mario Star music?
Yeah, we're gonna.
And then Grant's gonna be hearing the guts theme.
Well, we would have seen a Titan, but instead we get the most inevitable card in Modern right now.
The ring.
The One Ring.
So just to let you know what Brutal Effigy. Sorry, we're not set up too great for all that. It's a 1-mana artifact from M11 that says 4 tap exile target creature, and I believe it exiles itself too.
It does. It exiles itself as part of the cost.
Yep. All right, and there is the monkey, one of the monkeys.
Yep. Actually, that is a sloth.
Okay.
I think.
You're probably right. All right, here we go. So Rob draws off here, takes it to 3. We'll see what Rob does with this, checking out the hand to see, should I create a duder or should I just floating mana. I believe we're floating mana. Yeah.
Yep, floating mana. And that is an enchantment, which grows the Tarmogoyf.
Yep. So Rob had lethal if One Ring didn't exist. So in about a month and a half or so, that would be lethal. But unfortunately, we are in, what's the day? October 8th.
We are in the year of our Lord, 2023, October 8th.
8th, yeah. So, unfortunately,
need to pay my water bill.
Yeah. I got a few bills. I got to see if I'm late on rent. Yeah. So, I think I paid this month.
But you know what can help that?
Oh, we do?
You viewers in the chat, send us money.
No. We did get Haywire Might off this, so we will...
Haywire Might is nice. I do... No brutal effigy. Or what if Rob just has it in hand?
Oh, we might actually see the judge thing here, because I'm betting Rob might call to see if...
it's a legal target.
Well, I'm trying to see if Haywire might, if it exiles it, if that effect goes away, which it doesn't. I just want to see someone use my piece of paper. I tried to write a really nice message for people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is obviously, last term was big. This is, in a way, even bigger. If Grant has a Titan, and all they need is really a bounce land because of Teleria West.
Yeah.
So, another questing druid that will trigger the other one.
Yep. That does quest.
I believe
it does. I think it's any color. It might be
white, blue, black, or red. Does not.
Oh, it's not green.
So
not green. Okay.
I had to check. So it does not trigger it.
So you know how much I know this card. I actually know this card. It's
brand new. So
it's being seen playing in Legacy. Yep,
yeah, people are playing it in 4-color Delver.
I got
now.
freaking actually flavor blasted on the channel for it.
Check that out on YouTube.
Please
for
don't.
Southern,
Please don't.
Southern
It freaking
MTG.
upset me. I freaking went 4-0 and then I lost to this dude because they were playing like 4 or 5 color Delver and they had double double Force of Will, Force of Negation days back up, and I was playing Rhinos. I'm like, you did it.
Yep.
You did it. I'm salty.
You get no Christmas.
Yeah, they don't get Christmas. I went ahead and mailed them a letter and said no. All right, here we go. So Grant is...
They're digging.
Yeah.
Or they're going to play another, or they'll probably just play another One Ring, and I believe they have one in their hand.
Yeah. And I'm going to guess in the red-green deck, there probably is not going to be a counterspell for that One Ring.
No. And that's just another issue that Rob's going to deal with, and that's just the fact that it does not have a very clean answer to One Ring.
Oh, we do have a Dryad.
We have a Dryad, and if they follow it up with a One Ring or a land, double
Valakut.
Double Valakut
That's
triggers.
the best thing that hit there. So they hit both of those. Yep.
And now we're getting into the mid-range aspect of this deck.
Yep. Honestly, Dryad the best thing that happened to this deck. I will say, like, before Dryad was printed, this was honestly Amulet was one of the hardest decks to play, and it's still
extremely
really
hard.
deck.
I'll see good players that play this that go, all right, now we go for lethal, and they just find a way. So,
right.
Mr. President, a second Valakut is at the board. I agree. Bad news for all the Rob Terry fans out there.
All right, tapping a forest. Are we actually going to be playing an Amulet? Oh, holding it. You know, last time the camera stuttered or whatever, the Primeval Titan hit the field.
Yep. But the problem is Grant is getting so many blockers, and the Dryads just have a really big butt, although they will get trucked in combat.
Did Grant? Okay. I was like, Grant didn't bounce anything with that, so it looks like it's good.
All right, well, I don't know what you have, my friend Rob, but this is it. This is the last turn, I believe, where you'll have something impactful.
We can see Triple Bolt.
Triple Bolt would be nice.
All right, that wasn't a triple bolt.
That is not it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, maybe this is a bolt. Okay, that's a
flame slash.
That's actually
that is really good. That is really good. That
is
counts.
What we needed. Yeah, because now the Tarmogoyfs can get in. I think there has to be blocks on here.
There has to be blocks. Those Tarmogoyfs are like 6/7s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a very timely flame slash.
The casual
Decides
triple
to bend
bolt.
it.
Look, it's something that's happened before.
All right, well. And Grant has a One Ring that's active, so we'll see what we can get from here.
Forgot to mark something on here. Excuse me for people coming in. Grant is actually up a game, so should have marked that before. But I am a filthy.
We're a bunch of amateurs.
Yeah, with good cameras apparently.
With good cameras.
That's mostly provided by Gear Gaming though. Gear actually has a lot of good camera setups. For these reasons, hopefully we'll be streaming this more stuff like this.
All right, we have another
That's
Dryad.
Another Dryad.
A land will kill a Channeler or another gun face. That's game.
That is game. Good games. All right. And Grant picks it up 2-0 against Gruul Saga. Amulet beats Gruul Saga today. All right, and I believe our other feature match is already done. So, yeah.